agents. Here's a couple of quick little recommendations that I suggest. We love you guys, but you got to find better ways. And I'm always saying speed and convenience will always win. WhatsApp is a great one. Set up a WhatsApp channel with your real estate agents and keep the messages short and brief. Don't give us links that we've got to click through to go in and have a look at the buyer's brief, and little short videos with your buyer's brief that you can text out to real estate agents. Think about the ways that we communicate these days. It's all short.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what. Did that go onto socials?
So I popped that video out onto social media and across Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok, and it just went zzz and spun out of control and got shared like hundreds of times. And listen, I got lots and lots of comments, Billy, and they were really, really constructive, positive. You know, I wasn't like trolled over it, but they were really constructive comments. So let's unpack it this morning. Buyers agents, what do you reckon, Billy?
Yeah, play a huge part of the industry. You know, it's like having a representative for the other side of the deal. Makes a lot of sense. I hear a lot of buyers agents talking about, you know, clients you wouldn't go to court and represent yourself. You know, why do it with a property transaction? And I guess they serve them. They do a service for a multitude of different reasons for different clients. But yeah, make a massive part of the industry.
Huge, you know, because we're the agent, we represent the vendor, and then, you know, the buyers have always just sort of been left there on their own, and lots of people haven't transacted before. So it makes good sense, right? And also buyers agents can tap in to a lot of the off market, we refer to it as pre-market properties that are out there. So, you know, if you're not following an agent's social media and you're not on their database, so, you know, they're often able to get a buyer through the door before it's actually gone out to the wider community. I agree. They play a massive part. We do deals. We do lots of deals with buyers agents, and this definitely wasn't a derogatory slam at buyers agents. What we were talking about, what I was talking about there, was the communication. So, how many emails do you reckon you'd get in a day from buyers agents, Billy?
I don't know about buyers agents alone, but you know, all
or
emails
in general,
just over 100, right? So there's so much to take in, and that's just one form of messages. WhatsApp, we calculated we're probably taking about 500 messages between all of our groups. Doesn't mean you're reading them all at once, but yes, naturally at the end of the day you're going to catch up through them. Then you've got other social media pages. The amount of information coming inbound at one time is just ridiculous before you've even picked up a phone call.
Yeah, I agree. And so, you know, I've always been a huge advocate of speed and convenience will always win. And, you know, as I pointed out in that post that I did, the emails that we get along are dubious. And, you know, I always say the people vote, and the amount of comments that were coming through from other real estate agents saying, you know, we don't read them either. And I think we understand that a lot of people just, you know, a lot of real estate agents probably just don't have the capacity to read the emails. And so what can we do better as an industry, agent and buyer's agent, to collaboratively work together, taking into account that speed and convenience will always win? So what are some of the ways, like Billy, like genuine question, we haven't discussed this topic off air or anything like that, but genuinely, like what do you think would be some of those ways? You're a great agent. What are some of those ways that you would think would be really useful, that you might be able to interact a little bit better, maybe with the buyer's agent, so that we can help the people?
Yeah, I guess if collaboratively speaking, if this process was more refined, everyone would win, but the client would win the most because there would be more back and forth. I actually don't mind some of the emails. Don't get me wrong. There's some that seem to get better cut through than others. The ones that seem to get the best hit rate in terms of opening are the ones where you don't have to go through like another portal to then open up the brief. Sometimes it's a PDF attached, or sometimes it's a link that you've got to go through, and that just gets lost in translation. But the briefs that seem to come through seem to be very clear and concise, where it's just really bed bath count, price and suburb, and you can leave it at that, I think.
Yeah, agreed. So really, as real estate agents, there's certain factors that we want to know. We want to know house or apartment, price, area, and the specs. That's pretty much it. You know, to have to go in, as you said, and open up another link where you've got to download all those Northern Beaches buyers. As I mentioned in that video, it's not going to happen, because we are, like you guys, like everyone, we're time poor.
Yeah.
Some of the other ways that I love, there's actually a buyer's agent who he's actually from Cohen Handler. I'm going to give him a shout out, Tom. I love it when he sends me through a brief. It's on WhatsApp and it's about 10 words, which is just perfect for me. It's buyer, $2 million, looking in Chroma, and it's super brief. And I'm always like, yep, great. Don't have anything at the moment. I'll let you know when I do. And it's just great.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Speed and convenience. So WhatsApp is a great one. Keep it really, really short and brief. The other one is a little video. Hey guys, just
Yep.
want to let you know we've got this buyer. We don't really need too many details about them. We've got this buyer. They're looking for a house in DY. They've got a budget of up to $3 million. Please reach out to us. They're ready to go now. Reach out if you've got anything. A video. Send us a
I
video.
know. Another thing I love is when it's filtered in price order. It's so much easier to go down the list or up the list in price range and match it against our price lists, because I can't imagine it could be sorted in any other order, but sometimes it's alphabetical, and so that means the number's all over the shops. And I can't imagine it could be priority order, because I imagine every client's equal priority, but it's just crazy. Sometimes it jumps from hundreds of thousands to then a million to then multiple millions. It's crazy.
So price order, I agree. Price order 100%, because as an agent, you know your listings. You're like, okay, great. I've got something for $1 million. I've got something for 5 million. I've got something for 8 million. The other thing that I wanted to mention was, and I don't know why, and I'd love to hear from a buyer's agent out there. And again, like, I just want to point out, guys, this is definitely not a dig at buyer's agents. This is a better way that we can communicate together to work together better, and therefore in turn it helps the people. But another way is putting a post out to social media. And again, I want to know from the buyer's agents why people don't do this. Like, when we've got a pre-market listing, Billy, and we jump onto our socials, we're like, we've got this great 2-bedroom apartment coming on if you want to get through first. How come buyer's agents don't do that with buyers on social media?
And look, I'm sure some do, but we're not, sometimes seeing it enough. If there was just a central portal where, because there's some really big offices around as well, so they have like these big collaborative teams. It'd be the same as us. You've got 12 listing agents. You can speak to one listing agent, or you can kind of pick up the phone and call 12 people. It takes 12 times the amount of time. If it was just in one place, you get that really good cut. I think that's what clients want now. They just want cut through. They like the effectiveness.
Absolutely. And then the telephone. So I do a lot of pre-market selling, loads. In fact, probably 98% of my properties that I list are first pre-market or off-market, as many people know. And I'm always astounded at how little I hear from buyer's agents over the phone. Hey, Lisa, quick call. It's Cassie from Buyers Agents Afloat. I just want to let I just want to see what you got this week.
Yep. I do get quite a few of those calls, which is good. But I think if you can lead into the conversation, I've got a mate that's just started, and I was telling him, here's what I would do in reverse. I'd actually lead into the conversation with, here's the buyer I'm looking for, 1, 2, 3. Have you got anything similar? No. Okay. Anything else you got coming on? Because what the call I always get is, what have you got coming on this week? And sometimes he tells me the agent says nothing. And so it's like this, it's actually like a bit of humiliation. Like they've got nothing to sell you, nothing to report. So I take the call because they're like, I don't have anything this week. And I know you're going to ask me, what have you got coming on this week?
And, you know, listen, we should get a buyer's agent on the show for sure. I've got one coming onto my podcast soon because we're going to talk about this topic. Actually, I'm going to be speaking at a buyer's agents conference, funnily enough. And those guys reached out and said, this is awesome content. And it's a great topic of discussion. It's an awesome topic of discussion. And I will bet there are a million things that us real estate agents do that we could do better for the buyer's agent. Like, it's such a good topic of conversation. So if
Yeah.
there is a buyer's agent out there that is watching this and you want to jump on our show and you want to discuss this topic, can you just shoot me a text today or find me on whatever, Instagram or whatever, send me a WhatsApp, shoot me a video, whatever you like, and let's bring you on. We can discuss this in an open forum. What do you reckon?
Will be really nice.
Love that.
So
Love
good.
that.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right, that's it, guys. That is a show. We love you, buyers agents. Keep doing what you do. You bring enormous value to our to our industry. There's no doubt about it, and they become so super popular. But I think this is a really, really great topic of conversation moving forward. I know in the UK and the US, most buyers, I believe, are represented by a buyers agent. So, buyers agents out there, reach out so that we can get you on the show and have a chat.
Sounds good. Have a great day.
See you guys.